Hello, Wanderer. Welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Arda Stark in the Game of Thrones mod. And if you haven't caught up on the series, then I would highly recommend you go and watch those first two episodes to catch up on our adventure thus far. Before we get into anything here, I do just want to ask if you have been watching this series or any of my other series thus far, and you have yet to subscribe to the channel, I would implore you to take but a moment right now to go and click the subscribe button. And if you can, like the video as well. If you end up liking the video, that is. If you're on episode 3, there's got to be something here that you're enjoying. So if you would go and take care of those little things, I would highly appreciate it because, as you well know, the YouTube algorithm is not always kind to niche content creators. So with all that out of the way, and hopefully with some success there, we shall find success in Lord Ardos's journey as well. So in the last episode, we had, grown up a little bit. We've already been beyond the wall for about 5 years now. We came up here when we were 8 years old. And so we have been growing up here for a long time. I don't think in these 5 years we would have adopted the wildling ways or anything like that. And that's because we've been raised by, people like Graham Mormont and Roderick and Cregan Umber and the Blackmyres and, Laurie and Raynelm. All of these guys, right? These are the people who have been raising us these last 5 years. But we probably know a little bit about wildling culture at this point. And I imagine we're slowly picking up the language, but I do want to actually do a learn language scheme here to learn they speak actually the wildlings speak the common tongue. It's the Thens that speak the old tongue. Maybe we'll have an opportunity to learn that because we have been actually getting ourselves some wildling soldiers to protect us and to fight with us. Over the 5 years, our group here has been aiding various, chiefs, such as Chieftain Varamir and a couple other ones, Varamir being one of the main ones. But we've been operating in this region and we've made a few friends, we've made a few allies, and now we've gotten ourselves a few wildling warriors who have, basically signed on to our cause, presumably in hopes of getting some riches out of the lands to the south when that time comes, or maybe for other reasons. But we do actually have a few interesting ones that have popped up during that. So we're going to take a look at those characters now. And one of them is Oreg Woodstalker. Now, this is a huntsman who has joined us in our quest, I suppose you could say, although, probably not for altruistic reasons, considering he's callous and ambitious. So, he heard the call for warriors and he came for, very, probably pretty selfish reasons there. So he'll be useful though. Having a hunter and a guide is always going to be useful. We've got another interesting character here, Dragma the Smith. Now, this is a Then woman. And an interesting thing about the Thens is how they consider smithing to be almost a sorceress or a magical kind of art. And you know how the Thens, decorate their bronze armor with like runes and things like that. So Dragma is one of those smiths who performs that. And for whatever reason, she's, left the Then Valley. Now she's ended up in our company. But she's also she does have the green dreams. So that's pretty interesting. She's burned. So yeah, very interesting character right here. And then finally, two characters, they come as a pair. And that is Magmar Giantkin Magmat and his wife, Moga the Giantess Korun. And this pair of giants have ended up coming down and joining us. And although we don't have any giant men-at-arms, which I'm still a little choked about. We did manage to get this one giant with us, and that's because, as you can see, he's not like a warrior or anything like that. He's actually like a well-learned, well, I don't know if you would call it like well-learned, but he's a very intelligent giant compared to the rest of his kin. And, you know, he's honest, he's compassionate, he's diligent. So this is a much different giant than you would expect. These are herbalists, so more of like a shaman type giant, or not necessarily a shaman, but like a giant who's more curious about the outside world. And then he comes along with his wife, and, you know, perhaps we'll see some giant babies come out of this, considering she's got the fecund trait as well. So thought that would be pretty cool to see. So yeah, this is an interesting character. Not your typical giant, but an interesting one nonetheless. So yeah, that's filling out our company. I mean, we've got some characters here, like Garth Manderley's about to age up, so we're going to see what kind of traits he's going to get. Presumably, you know, he's going to get some hopefully decent military traits, but we'll see. And then, yeah, we still got all the rest of our characters. Alden the Silent, John, Utgar the Sorcerer, Roderick, Cregan Umber, the Blackmires, the Maester, all those guys still in there. And of course, we do have Osha as well, the orphan wildling girl who has joined up with us. So that's just catching you up on things down or in our company. And yeah, so we had a little bit of a question of where we were going to go from here. And there was a couple options. The game is actually kind of suggesting that we move camp over to Dragon Error, which is over here in the Skagosi Isles, which is an option. And then the other option, some people were suggesting that we could go and visit the Thens, which would be pretty cool. But we are 13 years old now. We've been up here for 5 years. It's starting to seem like it's time that we should start to plan and start to prepare for what is to come in our future, and that is to take the North back from King Iron the Heartless here, who really has become a king in his own right at this point. I don't think he even pretends to be a vassal of the Iron Throne. I mean, they're dealing, you know, King Maekar is presumably he'll want to go and deal with the North at some point, but he's definitely got his hands full with Storm King Hagon, the Red Dragon here. This guy's a badass, and yeah, he is. We'll see. I mean, they haven't started their next big war yet, but I suspect that may be coming pretty soon. I imagine that there's like a lot of skirmishes going off and stuff like that. But after, the one thing you got to consider is that the Blackfire host invaded, like, just like the spring sickness has like still ravaged these lands, right? And so after the Blackfire invasion, they're still barely recovering from that. It wasn't that many years ago. I think it was only probably seven years ago, the spring sickness. So like, yeah, there's a lot of recovery still happening. So I suspect that there will be a war going on between these, and if they don't start one on their own, I'll go and, you know, probably prompt the AI to go and start that. Who knows what the Iron Islands are doing? We still got King Lauren the Bard here. They're pretty independent. I wonder if they're going to be going doing some raiding and stuff like that. We'll see. But yeah, the Iron Throne is definitely still dealing with a pretty big problem here in Storm King Hagon. So, but yeah, I think we do need to start planning for our future. And planning for our future does not necessarily mean, you know, getting this big wildling army. Coming up north was, you know, getting some wildlings, not a bad idea, but it wasn't the plan was mostly just to hide from King Iron here while, you know, Ardos was raised and trained. But now we got to seek out some allies. You know, we do need to find ourselves a spouse. And, well, we could find a spouse maybe amongst the wildlings, but, you know, the only kind of useful one probably would be High King Gorn if he had any sisters. He does not. He's only has brothers. If the Thens had some children, then maybe, but they don't. And honestly, coming in like with a big wildling army and nothing else to invade the north, even though we're a Stark, the Northmen might not accept that at this point. So I think what we're going to do to get into things here is that we are actually going to go to Skagos. We're going to take whatever kind of like small ships and stuff. We're going to go to Skagos because these people are shipbuilders. They did have their fleet destroyed by the Starks at one point, but they do have shipbuilding, techniques. They're obviously on an island, right? So if we can, ferry our couple people over here to the Skagos Isles and then get ourselves some ships, well, the plan from there would be to sail south down to Runestone. And that's because obviously Runestone is ruled by our grandfather, Robar Royce, who no doubt wants to rescue his daughter, Laura, from the clutches of King Iron here. So yeah, that's the plan. We're going to go to Skagos. We're going to try to, probably do a little work for the rulers here to get on their good side, get them to give us some ships, and take those ships down to Runestone and get ourselves an ally. And our ally might be, perhaps one of our cousins from House Royce, maybe Junia here could be a useful one. I think there's a couple other daughters as well, or maybe Para. But probably Junia because, she's the daughter of the heir to Runestone. So that's the plan. Anyways, let's get on with it. So we are going to move camp for new contracts, and we're going to head over here. There's some danger, a little bit of sea danger, but I think that we should hopefully be okay. Actually, we should, can we abort this travel? Let's see. All right, yeah, let's abort that. We're gonna we're still gonna go here, but let's go to Deep Down, move our camp. But I was just gonna try to maybe get some experienced captains. There we go. So remove some of that sea danger. All right, now let's go. So yeah, we're probably at this point we don't have very much that could be considered like a proper boat or anything like that, or like a ship. Maybe just like a basic boat or something. All right, so what? We got some traits. We got the organizer trait. That's actually useful. Doesn't seem like it populated us with any contracts here, which sucks. Maybe it was because I didn't. Maybe it was because I canceled that other thing there. Well, that's unfortunate, but not too big of a deal. I think we're still gonna kind of hang around here for just a little bit. Let's see if we can sway, Lord Hallis here over to our side. Let's get him over here. I'd like to get him to like plus 25 or something like that, and then I'll consider that maybe to be him giving us the ships that we need. 31% chance of success. Is there any way to improve that? Doesn't look like it, but that's fine. So we're going to spend a year here, essentially hoping that we can get Lord Hallis onto our side here. We could gift him an artifact. Well, we're not going to gift him ice, so can't do that. We don't have enough money to send him a gift, so that's unfortunate as well. But yeah, we're gonna just spend the year here, and we'll see what happens. Curious to see, Garth, when's your birthday? The 7th of first moon. So still, it's about a full year. Ooh, here we go. Artifact delivery. I wonder where he wants us to take it. Let's see. The province of Mute Hill. Mute Hill. Looks like they want us to take it back to... Oh. We also got Russell Animals down here. Lonely Hills. Where is Lonely Hills again? Ooh, I don't think we want to go. I don't want to go that way, really. I don't think that's safe. I don't think we want this contract. But I think we could maybe send some people to go wrestle some animals. Maybe we could get Lord Owen on our side. You know, I've always had a fondness for House Magnar. So, you know what? Let's go and do that. We move as one. Yeah, you know, let's move our entire domicile over here. This evening, we climb the low slopes and foothills between the mountains of Drihisesk, seeking vulnerable herds of cows to drive back to our roving camp. Though this area seemed comparatively easy to brutalize so far, we've refrained from waiting. So, oh, remember, stick together, focus on the beast. What are we? Now comes the time for violence? Oh, I didn't actually. I should. Oh, this is a. Oh, this is actually an evil contract. I didn't read it actually. Wrestle animals. I kind of figured we were like helping the herders, but now, yeah, cattle wrestlers are not good guys. Okay. Let's see. There will be no mistakes from any of you. One successful wrestling. Cut down any. Well, we're not going to do that. I guess we'll stick together, focus on the beasts. Okay, I didn't even. Oh, well, whatever. It's fine. Let's see. There will be no mistakes from any of you. Wrestling success. Despite our best attempts, the Winter Wolves. I'm going to assume that we were maybe doing this, you know, as part of a, you know, on behalf of Lord Hallis here. You know, the Magnars and the Crowls are enemies. So maybe in order to get us on his side, we've had to go and wrestle these animals for him. So that's how I'm gonna justify it in my head anyways. So there we go. So we succeeded in that anyways. Mug wealthy citizenry, settle boundary dispute. Yeah, let's go and do that for oh, Master Hallis. Can we do that? Or what about this? Settle boundary dispute for Lord Hagen or for Master Dolph. I think we're gonna go and do it for this guy over here. Actually, which one gives the most money? That's 27. This one's got 21. All right, this guy's got the most money. So let's go and do that. Let's go and travel over there. So yeah, we're just kind of working for these Skagosi people just to try to get ourselves some ships, essentially. We really need all of these ships to get us to Runestone here. So there we go. Got ourselves another happy patron. And what do we have here? Conduct census. Interesting. Now let's go and settle another boundary dispute. We can actually do these ones extremely easily too because we have this legitimate option. Usually anyways. Okay, I think I can resolve this. Cregan? No, okay. Let's try to resolve this. Now we can solve it if we put our mind to it. Yeah, okay. It's a little bit of stress, but that's okay. Another happy patron there. All right, do we settle one more? Yeah, let's do it. We're actually gaining good money from this too, so. Let's see. I don't want to take the critical stress break, so I am just gonna risk this one. And we do succeed there as well. So we got ourselves full up on provisions, and we've got ourselves a decent amount of money, which means that we can, oh yeah, I meant to go and increase this because we were supposed to get this for the money that we paid. I'll still go and do that at some point here. So yeah, let's see. Because if you'll remember, there was an event that had happened there. I'll go and I'll increase that later. But in any case, camp perimeter. I would like to build something else here, maybe. Or upgrade our roaring campfire. What does number 2 do? Extra captains. Yeah, that's not that great. Mess tent. Now, let's build something extra on our camp perimeter here. Fix the layout. Extra watches. Palisade builders. Ditch digging. Camp hygiene? Scheme discovery chance, archer damage, travel safety. Size of men-at-arms or regiments. That could be good. Move domicile. Ooh, that's actually quite good. Let's go and do that. Fix the layout. There we go. All right, let's head back over here and mug wealthy citizenry. Oh, Lord. Yeah, no, we don't want to do that for... that would be the opposite of what we're trying to do here. I guess we could go conduct this census. All right, why not? We move as one. Let's head over here and conduct a census. 60% chance. I think that we should be able to pull it off. Oh, one failed survey. All right, let's get this done. Come on, let's try again. Did we succeed on the second? Nope, doesn't seem like we succeeded on the second try either. Come on. Ouch, making a record failure. Yeah, oops. Screwed that one up. All right, let's head back to Drigan Error here. Ooh, actually, I don't know if we want to. We're gonna need to save up our provisions if we can. Can we go fishing or anything like that? Not for a little while longer, and we can't gather provisions for a little while longer as well. Oh, we're 14 years old. Oh, did Garth level up? He did. Oh, wow. Nice. Look at that formidable fighter. Nice. So Garth managed to get a pretty good trait, actually. 26 prowess. He's a decent commander as well. It's going to be a very useful ally to us here. Garth Manderley is. So yeah, very capable young man. All right, so let's see. Oh, he's not swayed. Can we bribe him? You know what? Maybe we just bribe him for the ships. Yeah, there we go. Plus 60. All right. So you know what? We essentially spent a year, making up the money, trying to win him over to his side. Didn't work. But basically, we just came to him with all this money and got him to build the ships for us. And now, I guess we're gonna. Can we even make it to Runestone? That's the question, though. Move camp to Runestone. We have just enough provisions to make it to Runestone. This is actually, you know what? That makes perfect sense then. That this is, how things played off. We came to the Skags. We came and got our ships, paid them off for the ships. It took us a year to muster up, the ships and get the ships built and to take our small, little company of 300 men or whatever it is. And now we're going to sail down south to go and to go to our uncle and ask our uncle for aid. So we're going to get some experienced captains for sure. And we're going to start traveling. All right, let's go. This is it. This is kind of the biggest stage on our quest to retake our lands, to go to our uncle and hopefully try to form an alliance with him here. And then we shall see. The ancient castle of Runestone has been the high seat of House Royce since the Dawn Age, when they ruled as the Bronze Kings. And there we go. We are now, looks like, there we go. Yeah, we have landed in Runestone here. So let's see. We'll see if we get any new contracts or anything here. We can get some more provisions, which we probably should do. Let's get Utgar to get some foragers. Nice. He refills us up pretty good there. And yeah, let's just spend some time here. Oh man, request legitimate support. We need to get his opinion of us higher. Well, how are we going to do that? Make a request to arrange a marriage. He will accept. I wonder if he'll accept as one. Okay. Landed rulers are very reluctant to agree to marriages, even for unimportant characters, unless they have a high opinion of you or you have a hook on them. So we gotta... So first we need to convince Lord Robar, one, that we are who we say we are. I mean, to be fair, we just showed up with like a bunch of wildlings. I mean, we do have, you know, people like, you know, we've got Garth Manderley and we've got Graham Mormont here and stuff like that, right? Like these people would be known, but I think that, you know, they're gonna probably want us to like prove ourselves to some extent here, which is, you know, completely understandable. Tutor child? No, we really got to get a contract from Lord Robar here. Yeah, because we want to get a hook on him so that we can get a marriage with Junia here, and that's going to help us get that legitimate support that we need. We probably should start swaying him as well, shouldn't we? Difficult? Oh, man. Yeah, let's do that. Let's switch it over. 38% chance only. Target is in a foreign or realm. I mean, you are a child, your diplomacy. It would be nice if we, I mean, our diplomacy is pretty high, honestly. We might be able to pull this off. Potential alliance negotiations. Oh, wait, we can get in. Oh, no, he won't accept. Difference in military strength. Yeah, All right, well, we're going to have to try, I think, to basically hang around here, hope that we can pull off some sway schemes, you know, win him over and just try to work from there. You know what? I mean, to some extent, right? We can probably prove ourselves with ice, you know. This is our, you know, father's sword. But you know what? Maybe he's not going to support us until we've proven ourselves as a man, you know? So we're going to stick around in this court. We're just going to kind of see what pops up. I guess we could maybe go and have somebody assist with House Aran here. Travel to accept. Yeah, I guess we could go and do this contract while we're waiting anyways. Who are we tutoring? Ander Aran. I mean, if we could get you know, this is the Gulltown branch of the Arans, but or House Aaron, I should suppose. Alden, your time to shine. Ander gives me a curious but expectant look as we meet up for a first session. Well, I imagine that we're getting some of our well-learned guys to do this, so Alden, take care of it. Oh, Alden the Silent, how are you doing any teaching at all? I don't know about that, but we'll see how this plays out. In any case, it's giving us something to do while we work on that contract. Is there any way that we can, like, boost our chances? Magmar? Do we get the giant to teach him? That would be kind of amusing, actually. He's got a very good chance. Let's do it. There we go. Magnar succeeds. That's pretty funny. Taught by a giant. I mean, that's pretty good, honestly. You could learn some interesting things from a giant. I imagine we make kind of an interesting, you know, party here. A bunch of wildlings. I can't imagine our grandfather is very happy about the wildlings here. I wonder if he would demand, like, that we get rid of them. I don't know. That's a good question. What kind of personality traits does he have? He's, see, that's probably the thing. He's sadistic, diligent, and authoritative. So he's not a good guy. He is a villain. What about his son? Oh, and his son is humble, gluttonous, and lazy. Maybe we're not going to get the support from our family in House Royce here that we thought. I hadn't really looked at those traits. Not like we would have known this, though, right? We wouldn't have known this before we came, that this guy's, like, you know, such a bastard that we wouldn't be able to get him on our side. Our uncle... No, this guy, yeah, cowardly planner. Damon Royce? Damon might be somebody, like, who we might be able to get on our side. Content opportunist, though? Raymar Royce, at least he's just. So he's a content paragon, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know if House Royce is actually going to be helping us here. Let's see. Much obliged. All right. So, Oh, man. That's all right. So if we're not going to be able to get any aid from House Royce, who are we going to get aid from? I mean, I don't know if we're going to, like, some people suggested going to Essos. I don't know if we're going to be able to get aid from, like, Pentos or something like that. That might be a little tricky. Maybe some mercenaries, but I don't know. Who else could we get, you know? Do we just have to go to the north and try to muster up some support there? Maybe the Karstarks? You know, could we get the Karstarks to support us? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Obviously, you know what? We could go to the Manderleys. You know, House Manderley might support us. They are sworn to House Stark. I imagine. Though he is a coward, though. Lord Wendell's a coward. Let's take a look at some of these guys here. Lord Barrick here, he is honest, he's zealous, he's greedy. So if something was in it for him, he might do it. His son, you know, kind of a fighting type of guy, honestly. Lord Tormund here. Karstarks are a good option for potential allies. White Harbor, I don't know, maybe? But like in his son, Brandon Manderley, I don't know. We probably could get the Manderleys on our side just because we've got Garth with us. But I don't know if... I think Lord Wendell might be too cowardly. He is ambitious, though, to support us against Lord Iron here. The Reeds? They got a kid here. There was murdered by Castellan Clay. Dang. I don't know. How's Dustin? Humble? I don't know, guys. I am not sure where we're going to get allies from. What about the Arrens? What about House Arren? Lord Donald the Eclipse. He is just, brave, diligent. You know what? I wonder if if House Aaron here would support us. That would be a good ally. Brave, just, diligent. He is gallant as well. Yeah, he's old, but he might support us. His son, not so much. Not a good guy. Incestuous, gross. Jasper Aaron, I don't know. Maybe we could get the Aarons on our side. Do they have any, like, daughters of the family here? Maybe we could get married to Belena Aaron? Good questions. I don't know, guys. What do you think? What do you think we should do from here? It doesn't look like we're gonna get an ally from our uncle here. I don't think so. If we had the hook, but we would need to get a contract from him, which is possible. But yeah, let me know what you guys think we should do from here. Oh no, we got the gallows bait trait. Poacher? I don't know. I might get rid of this for us. I don't know. Technically, we did do it. We had to do some unsavory things to get where we were. You know what? I'm not going to get rid of it because, you know what? In order to get those ships, like I said, we had to do those unsavory things. You know, Ardos wasn't maybe doing it himself, but his men were doing it. And so, you know, the stain on the dishonor is there, but it did get us to the Vale, which hasn't panned out for us thus far, but maybe it will in the future. Let me know what you guys think. I'm not exactly sure where to go from here, so leave your comments down below, and we will make our plans for the next episode. Until then, Wanderers, thank you for watching.